Hello everybody, my name is Beth. Welcome back to my channel. I am here. It is the 9th of June and I just decided to go ahead and start a reading vlog. I just finished my first book of the month. I'll put a picture of it up here because I don't have it with me. It's in the other room. It is Parker Pyne Investigates. This was the Agatha Christie book for Chantel's read along, and I was a little bit disappointed in this one. I didn't care for it as much as I like her other books, but I did learn a lot about Parker Pyne. These are a collected book of stories of Parker Pyne, and it wasn't like a book like it wasn't like a whole case and that I'm used to with like Hercule Poirot or Miss Marple. It was a bunch of, like, I would call them case files, and so it was a bunch of short stories, and he runs an ad in the paper and says, "Are you happy?" And these people come to him and they kind of run together, but they're broken up into a bunch of little short stories. So I gave it a 3. I enjoyed it, and I will read more, of course, from Agatha Christie. The one for July is Nemesis, and I may listen to it again, but I've already read it this year, so I just refresh myself on it, but no pressure to have to read it. So the one I'm reading now, I'm currently reading The House is on Fire, and I am on like 183 or something like that. And it is really good. It is about, it's set in 1800, like 1811, in Richmond, Virginia, and a theater burns down, and there are like 300 people in there, 300 or 400 people that are in the theater. They're watching a play, and about 100 people burn to death because they don't make it out, mostly women. And there are a lot of people that are burned badly. Several women jump from the second and third story, and it is caused by the cast of the theater company, and they are trying to pass the blame on a slave revolt. And so I'm a little bit upset about that, and I hope that it gets nipped in the bud and somebody, stops it. And I am also listening to and kind of following along at points when I'm not diamond painting, The River We Remember, and this one is really good. This is by William Kent Kruger. The House is on Fire is really good too. This is set, I had to look, on Memorial Day in 1958 is when it opens, and this is in Jewell, Minnesota. A man is found in the water and he's dead. And okay, a little bit of grossness. He has been, the fish have been eating on him. He has been shot, and this man is hated in this town. He's very mean. He has 2 older children by his first marriage, but he doesn't really have anything to do with them because they have moved on with their life. And he is remarried, and he has 3 children with that wife, and they help him on the farm. And he has, we find out later, but early on, that he has attempted suicide in the past. So there is a Native American. He is, I think he's Sioux. And he's a World War II veteran. And he has a Japanese wife. And people are ready to jump to the conclusion that this is the man who shot and murdered this man. So the sheriff is having a bit of a tough time with this. But I'm really enjoying it. I have made it to, let's see, because I've listened to quite a bit since Native American. Okay, I'm on 180, we'll say around there. And there are about 420 pages. And so it's really good. And the narrator, I mean, he's got, you know, it's very easy to listen to him, and yeah, very interesting story. And the thundering while ago, but I'm fixing to kit up a diamond painting that I'm going to work on in July, and it is, let me turn it this way. It is called Hope Runs Deep. I hope you can see that. And it's by Chuck Pinson. I'm doing it with Lazy Retired Granny and Diamonds with V. No, Crafting with V. Anyway, they said that they were doing it in July. They were going to do it together. And so when I found out they were doing it, then I ordered it, and I just invited myself to do it with them. So I want to go ahead and have it kitted up because, well, because right now I'm just sitting here and thought I would go ahead and kit it up and be ready. But anyway, that is all I have for now, and I will talk to you tomorrow. everybody. Please forgive my hair. I don't know what it's doing today. So I'm here to update you. This is a vlog. So today is the 11th, and I have finished another book. You will have seen yesterday that I didn't update, but I did go book shopping. Sad to say, I didn't pick anything up. I didn't get anything. So I didn't buy anything. Can you believe that? So I'm trying to fix this. I'm going to start recording using my phone because I've been told it has better audio, but I can't find the attachment for my little thing that's holding my iPad right now. I have a thing that switches. I could switch it out and put my phone on there instead. So I have to find that, and then I can start using that. And then I can use the other software. So this fits all of my challenges. So I finished The River We Remember. This took me 2 days. I listened to it. This is by William Kent Kruger. And for most of it, I followed along as well. This is, oh my goodness, this is so good. This is historical fiction, so it fits Shelley Swear Engine's Read Historical Fiction 2024 challenge, and it is 421 pages, so it fits Sue Jackson's Big Book Summer Big Book 2024. So then it fits a challenge in my 52 books in 52 weeks. It is dual. I keep trying to reach up there and grab that Agatha Christie that is so big. Hybrid genre. So it is historical fiction, and it is a thriller, and it has so much historical in it. This is about the Alabaster River, and it has a Native American in it, and he is first labeled as Sioux, and then he said he's actually Dakota, and he is arrested for killing a man, but the sheriff and his lawyer, the Native American's lawyer, believe that there's something not right with his arrest and the murder. So there's also some stories about World War II. There's the Native American is a veteran, and the sheriff is a veteran, and Noah, who is the Native American, he married a Japanese lady. And I mean, it's just so rich in history. They talk about why the Alabaster River is named the Alabaster River, and it takes place in Minnesota, Jewel, Minnesota, and I just love it. I gave it 5 stars, and I cannot wait to read another William Kent Kruger book. And anyway, so it is Memorial Day. There's a body found in the river. It's been eaten by the fish, and it is the sheriff's job to make sure that this gentleman is kept safe so that he can make it to his trial before the townspeople, storm the jail and hang him, lynch him. So the narrator was so good. And I don't know if it fits the summer book bingo that Beautiful Minutia is hosting. Let's see, she has, oh, it could be a new to me author. We could put it as nature. There's nature on the cover. There's nature in it because it talks a lot about the river. Friendship or found family. The boys, there are two boys in here, and their friendship is talked about. There's found family in here. But I think I'm going to put it as the new to me author. So, and I will probably put Parker Pine Investigates as a cozy mystery. Hello, everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the vlog, and since it's been so long, and today is the 14th, I don't remember what day I started it, and I don't remember what I've told you in it, but I finished 2 books. I don't know if I was reading Parker Pine when I started the vlog, but I finished that one toward the beginning of the month. And then I read The River We Remember by William Kent Kruger, and I do believe I told you about this one. Still think about this one, even after I finished it several days ago, well, a few days ago. Still 5 stars. Oh my goodness, it was such a good book. Such a good book. Right now, I am reading several books. I'm still working on The Fury by Alex Michaelides. I'm still working on Eragon, but I'm determined to read it by the end of the month. I'm going to take part in Liv from Liv's Library, her readathon. She's doing a One Door from Heaven, One Door Away from Heaven with my sister, by Dean Koontz. I'm only no, I'm not that far into it. 148 pages into it. We're supposed to be reading about 68 pages a day. That's not happening. I am listening to it, and so I went on here and found her template. That's what I was thinking of on the Discord. But I was going to tell you who was hosting the readathon with her. That's what I meant to do. Little Life of Books and the Bestie Book Sleeve and Kindle's Pages. Okay, so those are the hosts besides Liv. And so I was going to tell you what I am reading for that, because I will be doing a reading vlog. For this readathon. And why does YouTube do that? Because I hit the home button. Okay, anyway, my rom-com is just for the summer. Let me get my map because I don't have a heart of them in here. Okay, so my rom-com is just for the summer. I'll put a picture up here. By Abby Jimenez. Heartwarming book. I'm going to finish Eragon. I'm only on page like 60. And I'm also going to use that for my magical element. There's a dragon, so there has to be some magic in it. Strong female character. I can show you this one. It took me forever to find this picture, a picture of this book, but I'm going to be reading Pride and Prejudice, and this is also my Enemies to Lovers. And then my 5-star prediction, I haven't got this one in yet, but it's going to be here on the 20th, is Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. So, That being said, those are my books I'm going to read. That's probably all I'm going to be able to get done. So I'm hoping to finish, and I have no idea what this is on this book. It come like this, but come with that, whatever that is. I'm hoping to finish this one. I'm listening to it, so I should be able to. The Fury, and maybe another one. Oh, I started A Gentleman in Moscow as well, and I'm physically reading it because I have no audiobook for it. So now I'm going to do a little haul for you. And you know I cannot hold back when my packages come in because Smitty has to have his mail. So first of all, I'll show you what I got at the beginning of the month for Book of the Month. And since my Book of the Month pick was A Talent for Murder by Peter Swanson. And I'm just going to read the first little bit. A newlywed librarian begins to suspect the man she married is a murderer in this spectacularly twisty and deviously clever novel. Martha Ratliff conceded long ago that she'd likely spend her life alone. She was fine with it, happy with her solo existence, stimulated by her work as a librarian in Maine. But then she met Alan, a charming and sweet-natured salesman whose job took him on the road for half the year. When he asked her to marry him, she said yes, even though he still felt a little bit like a stranger. And I like the back decoration. You know, Book of the Month always looks the same. Alright, so then my birthday pick must have been The Frozen River by Ariel Lehane. And this is it's set in Maine. That's 2 books in Maine. But this is set back in 1789. This is when the Kennebec River freezes, entombing a man in the ice. Martha Ballard is summoned to examine the body and determine cause of death. As a midwife and healer, she is privy to much of what goes on behind closed doors in Hallowell. Her diary is a record of every birth and death, crime and debacle that unfolds in this close-knit community. Months earlier, Martha documented the details of a crime, committed by 2 of the town's most respected gentlemen, one of whom has now been found dead in the ice. It says the local physician determines her conclusion, undermines her conclusion, declaring the death to be an accident, and she's forced to investigate the murder on her own. So this is one of the books that I've put on my TBR for next month, because I drew out a doctor detective, and even though she's not a doctor, she is a midwife and a healer, and since she's going to solve the murder on her own, I just thought that would. So then I got Christina Lauren's The Paradise Problem. I've seen so many people put this on their TBR, and I thought it was so pretty. Really don't know what it's about. Really don't want to know what it's about, because if I read the blurb, then I can't use it for my 52 books in 52 weeks, because I need something that I haven't read the blurb for. So that's an option for that one. I also chose The Rom-Commers by Catherine Sinner. I haven't read the blurb for this one either. I'm guessing it's a rom-com. I've heard somebody talk about it, but since I haven't read the blurb, I can use this one too. I love Catherine Sinner's writing, and the book I've read by Christina Lauren, I liked that book too. And don't ask me what it was. I can't remember. Really pretty book. Paperback. It had a really pretty cover. Second Chance Romance. Oh well. And the last one I got was Shelterwood by Lisa Wingate. This is dual timeline. It's set in Oklahoma. The first timeline is 1909, following 11-year-old Olive Augusta Radley, and the other one is Oklahoma 1990, and it follows law enforcement ranger Valerie Boren Odell. So, these are my books from Book of the Month, and I will be reading at least one next month. That's already a given. And I'm going to close this Book of the Month out because it didn't do me any good. Okay, so now I've gotten some things from Amazon that have already been opened because Smitty had to have his mail this morning. These are like, I guess you call them birthday gifts because James allowed me a certain amount of money. And since I didn't get anything from Barnes & Noble the other day, yeah. So anyway, I don't know how you're supposed to. I guess you just. I don't know. Anyway, I got this and this. This is for my phone, and it's so that I can record with it. And I guess it's it goes on your desk somehow. And I got little instructions sitting here to put it on here. That's not very exciting. I also purchased some gel pens, and it says that they are fast, dry ink, smooth writing, and smooth and delicate writing, no skips, no bleeds or smudge. And I have not opened them, but I thought if you wanted to see them, so this is one of them, and I'm guessing it writes orange because they're supposed to write the color that they are. So really pretty pens, and they're not skinny, and so I like that. And there better be there's a pink. Better be purple. I want to see the purple. There's the purple. There you go. So there's 8 in here. Okay, and then I watch a bunch of diamond painters, and the main one I watch is Lazy Retired Granny. There's a couple others that are, you know, everyday watchers when they put something out, but she says that instead of using these little release papers, she uses what's called silicone mats. And so I purchased some. I have some more coming in. Again, not very exciting for you. I did purchase a diamond painting. This is what he's supposed to look like. This little cute little thing up here. This is what he looks like. He looks a little, I don't know. Let's pull him out of the bag. He looks a little scary. I've had him sitting in my cart for a while, and of course you get basic kit. They did send some little baggies. You get wax, a grip, and a pen. Your beads. You got some brown, yellow. Got some orange, peach, brown, green, and then kind of hard to see with that window when the sun is so bright. Okay, so now he is a little distorted, but they always come out better when the drills are laid down. But, yeah, he looks a little funny without the beads on him. But that's what he's supposed to look like back there in the little picture. So it's all numbers and letters. So anyway, put this over here. Put this away. All right, and I did get 2 books. I purchased Jamie Jo Wright's new book. I think this is her new book. It's a newer book because I haven't heard of it. Yes, 2024. So it's called Night Falls on Predicament Avenue, and it says, in 1910, Effie James is committed to doing anything to save her younger sister, who witnessed a shocking murder, leaving her mute and in danger of the killer's retribution. Effie must prove what her sister saw, but when a British gentleman arrives, he disrupts Effie's quest with his attempts to locate his wife, Isabel Addington, who was last seen at the supposed crime scene in the abandoned house at 322 Predicament Avenue. Just as Effie discovers what she seeks, she finds that the blood staining the walls will forever link her to a scandal she couldn't imagine, and to a woman whose secrets promise to curse any who would expose them. A century later, Nora Richmond grapples with social anxiety and grief as she runs her late great aunt's bed and breakfast on Predicament Avenue. But Nora has little affection for the house and is committed only to carrying out her murdered sister's dreams, until crime historian and podcaster Sebastian Blaine arrives to investigate the ghostly legacy of the house's claim to fame, the murder of Isabel Addington. When a guest is found dead, the incident is linked to Isabel's murder, and Nora and Sebastian must work together to uncover the century-old curse that has wrapped 322 Predicament Avenue in its clutches and threatens far more than death. So, I really want to read this next month in July. So it could very well go on the TBR, whether it was on there or not. Okay, and then I know this one is on there because I ordered it specifically for it. And it even has the deckled edges. And I had to have one that was about a queen, or fictional, or real. And I chose My Lady Jane. And it's a historical fiction based on Lady Jane Grey. And it says, the comical, fantastical, romantical, entirely, but not really, true story of Lady Jane Grey. Lady Jane Grey is 16, is about to be married to a total stranger, and caught up in an insidious plot to rob her cousin, King Edward, of his throne. But that's the least of Jane's problems. She's about to become Queen of England. Like that could go wrong. So, it is on next month's TBR. And I'm excited to start the series. The series is called The Janies, I think. I think it's what it's called. Anyway, I've also got coming in my Plain Jane, which is about Jane Eyre, so to speak. So that is my haul. I'll show you all my lovely books that I have gotten for the month so far. And that brings this vlog to a close. I'm so happy you stuck it out with me, and if you're still here, please click that like button, and if you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.